A pair of shoes almost cost Henry his independence. One bad fall, one broken hip, and months of painful recovery. The scary part? It didn't come from a misstep. It came from the wrong shoes. Henry was 74, still walking his dog, tending his garden, laughing with friends. But a slick sole on a worn-out shoe turned his life upside down in seconds. He never thought his favorite pair would betray him. Most seniors don't. In fact, over 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 plus falls each year, and a shocking number of those falls are linked directly to unsafe footwear. The shoes you trust could be silently stealing your balance, weakening your muscles, and setting you up for injury. Today, I'm exposing 8 dangerous footwear mistakes seniors make. Mistakes that can cost you your mobility, comfort, and even your confidence. And I'm giving you 3 life-changing solutions that are easy, practical, and proven to help you move freely again. I'm Lewis, and this is Better Aging Advice for Elderly. Real stories, real science, and smart habits to help you age with more strength, stability, and joy. If you care about your health and independence, you're in the right place. Tap that subscribe button, and let's step forward safely together. Dangerous choice 1. Worn-out shoes. Old shoes can feel like an old friend, familiar, broken in, easy to slip on. But that comfort can be dangerously misleading. Over time, the soles wear down, the support weakens, and what once felt safe becomes a hidden hazard. Think about it. The treads on your shoes are like tires on a car. When they're new, they grip the ground. But after years of wear, often uneven wear, they lose traction. They become smooth, slippery, unstable. You might not notice until it's too late. That's exactly what happened to Martha. She'd worn her favorite sneakers for years. They were her go-to for everything from grocery runs to walks with her granddaughter. But one rainy morning, stepping onto her kitchen tile, her foot slid out from under her. The fall left her bruised and shaken. The cause? Worn-out soles. Research from the National Institute on Aging confirms this is all too common. Poor footwear is one of the top contributors to falls among adults over 65. The risk rises when shoes have flattened soles, thinning insoles, or stretched out heels. And it's not just about falling. Worn shoes can lead to foot fatigue, poor posture, and even back pain over time. So how do you know it's time to let go of a pair you love? Look underneath. If the treads are smooth, if the midsole feels compressed, or if the shoe tilts when you place it on a flat surface, it's time. Even if they look fine on the outside, the inside may have lost its structure. The fix is simple, but important. Replace your everyday shoes every 6 to 12 months, depending on how often you wear them. And always prioritize support, grip, and structure. Your future self will thank you. Because one worn-out pair isn't just an old shoe. It could be the reason you miss a walk, a trip, or a moment that matters. Don't let that happen. Stay one step ahead. Dangerous choice 2. No arch support. Joan used to dread getting out of bed. Not because she didn't want to start her day, but because the first few steps each morning felt like walking on broken glass. Sharp heel pain, stiff arches, aching knees. She blamed age, thought maybe it was arthritis setting in. But the real problem was sitting right by her door, her shoes. They were cute, flat, easy to wear, but completely flat inside. No cushion, no support, no arch. As we age, the structure of our feet naturally changes. The fat pads that once cushioned every step begin to thin. Tendons stretch, arches collapse. And when you wear shoes with no arch support, it accelerates the process. Your feet flatten, your weight shifts, and pain radiates upward into your ankles, your knees, even your lower back. Joan didn't know any of that. She just knew she was hurting more every day. But when she swapped her flats for a supportive pair, with a contoured footbed and proper arch support, the change was immediate. Not only did the pain ease, but her posture improved. She walked taller, moved easier, and actually looked forward to her morning strolls again. This isn't just anecdotal. According to the American Podiatric Medical Association, poor arch support is a major contributor to plantar fasciitis, knee pain, and balance issues in older adults. And yet, many popular shoes marketed to seniors are completely flat inside. So here's what to do. Look for shoes labeled as orthopedic, arch supportive, or podiatrist designed. Brands like Vionic, Brooks, and OrthoFeet specialize in supportive footwear that doesn't look like hospital gear. You can also add over-the-counter orthotic insoles to your existing shoes, but only if the shoe has room for them. Support isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting your alignment, your mobility, and your freedom to move without pain. So before you take your next step, check your shoes. Because every arch needs support, and every step should feel like a fresh start. Dangerous choice 3. Too heavy. Harold loved his leather walking shoes. Sturdy, well-made, and built to last. But every time he wore them, he felt like he was dragging bricks with every step. He figured the extra weight meant better quality, more support, more protection. What he didn't realize was that those heavy shoes were slowly wearing him down. As we age, our muscles naturally lose strength and coordination. Add in stiff joints, slower reflexes, and a little arthritis, and suddenly even small changes in shoe weight can have big effects. Clunky shoes demand more effort with every step. That extra strain on the hips, knees, and ankles can lead to fatigue, limping, and instability, especially over longer distances. And here's where it gets dangerous. When your feet feel weighed down, your body compensates. Your stride shortens, your balance shifts, and your risk of tripping rises, especially on stairs or uneven ground. One wrong step, and it's not just a stumble, it's a fall. Research from the National Library of Medicine shows that seniors wearing heavy footwear had slower walking speeds and reduced balance compared to those in lightweight, supportive shoes. And it makes sense. Your body isn't built to carry excess weight with every movement. So what should you do? Choose shoes that feel light in your hand, and even lighter on your feet. Materials like mesh, EVA foam, and lightweight rubber can offer support without the bulk. Bonus points if the shoes have shock absorption and a non-slip sole. Brands like Skechers Geowick, Hoka, or Asics often strike that balance well. Harold eventually swapped his heavy leather pair for a lightweight athletic-style shoe, and within days, he said walking felt natural again, like his feet could finally keep up with his spirit. Don't turn every step into a workout. Lighten the load. Your feet and your energy will thank you. Dangerous choice 4. High heels and raised shoes. Elaine always loved her stylish shoes. A slight heel, a little lift, it made her feel put together, confident, even a bit youthful. "I don't wear stilettos," she'd say. "Just a little heel for posture." But what she didn't realize was that even that small elevation was throwing off her balance in dangerous ways. High heels, even just 2 inches or more, tilt the body forward. That shift changes your center of gravity, puts pressure on the balls of your feet, and forces your muscles and joints to compensate. For younger people, it might just mean sore legs after a night out. But for older adults, that subtle tilt can be enough to disrupt your stride, tighten your calves, and destabilize your walk, especially on uneven ground. It's not just fashion heels that cause trouble. Even casual dress shoes, wedges, or orthopedic sandals with a raised heel can strain the ankles and knees. Elaine found this out the hard way. On her way out of church, she caught the edge of her low block heel on the curb. The fall didn't break anything, but it shook her confidence for months. And she's not alone. According to the American Geriatric Society, footwear with a heel higher than 1.5 inches significantly increases fall risk in adults over 65. The extra height reduces foot-to-ground contact, limits ankle mobility, and increases instability, especially when stepping down or pivoting. So what's the solution? Stick to shoes with a low, wide heel, ideally less than 1 inch. Look for a broad, supportive base that distributes weight evenly and allows your foot to rest in a natural position. If you want a bit of lift, choose shoes with a slight rocker sole or a built-in wedge that doesn't tilt your foot forward. Elaine eventually switched to a pair of stylish flats with arch support and a firm heel counter. I still feel polished, she said. But now, I also feel steady. Because confidence isn't about looking young. It's about moving safely and freely. Don't let a few extra inches rob you of that. Stay grounded, stay upright, and stay walking strong. Dangerous choice 5, flip-flops and slides. Tina loved her flip-flops. They were light, comfortable, and perfect for quick errands around the house or a stroll down the block. No need to fuss with laces or buckles, just slip them on and go. But one afternoon, after stepping out of her front door, she lost her footing and twisted her ankles so badly, she couldn't walk for weeks. Flip-flops, slides, and other backless shoes might seem convenient, but they come with hidden dangers, especially as we get older. These shoes provide absolutely no heel support, no arch support, and minimal grip. Your foot slides around inside, which makes you more likely to lose your balance, trip, or fall. In fact, the CDC reports that improper footwear contributes to over 800,000 senior falls each year, and flip-flops and slides are prime offenders. Without a secure fit, every step becomes a risk. They don't stabilize your foot or keep you connected to the ground, leaving you vulnerable to stumbling on a cracked sidewalk, a rug, or even just a slight shift in your weight. The problem gets even worse when you're on wet or slippery surfaces, like in the bathroom or near the pool. That little flip-flop might not seem so harmless, but one wrong move, and you could be on the ground. The fix? Easy. Ditch the flip-flops and slides for shoes with a secure heel strap and a snug, supportive fit. Look for shoes with a firm, non-slip sole to provide stability and reduce the chance of sliding. Brands like Keen, Merrell, and OrthoFeet make excellent options that balance comfort with safety. If you love the convenience of a slip-on, choose a pair with a secure, supportive strap in the back, like a sandal with a sturdy back heel. Tina eventually swapped out her flip-flops for a pair of supportive slip-ons with straps. They're just as easy, but now I don't worry about twisting my ankle every time I step outside, she said. Don't let a casual shoe turn into a dangerous trip. Choose footwear that supports every step you take, so you can stay steady, safe, and active. Dangerous choice 6, tight toe boxes. Linda had always loved wearing pointed shoes. They looked stylish, elegant, and were perfect for special occasions. But over the years, she started to notice pain in her toes, especially after a long day of walking or standing. It wasn't just a little discomfort. It was sharp, persistent pain that lingered long after she took the shoes off. When she visited her doctor, she was told the culprit was simple: her shoes. Shoes with tight toe boxes might look fashionable, but they come with a lot of hidden problems, especially as we age. When your toes are cramped, they don't have enough space to spread out naturally. Over time, that constant pressure leads to misalignments, like bunions or hammer toes, and can even cause nerve pain or calluses. For seniors, this is particularly concerning. Aging feet naturally lose flexibility and cushion, making them more prone to discomfort and injury. Shoes that pinch or curl the toes only accelerate the damage. It's not just about the pain in your feet. Tight shoes can also affect your balance and posture, making it harder to walk without strain. Linda's foot problems didn't just stop at pain. Her balance became off, and she started limping without realizing it. After switching to shoes with a wider, more rounded toe box, her pain began to fade, and she could walk longer distances without discomfort. The fix? Simple. Make sure your shoes have a roomy toe box. Look for shoes that offer a wider fit in the front, allowing your toes to spread naturally. Avoid shoes with narrow, pointed tips or stiff, tight seams. Brands like New Balance, Saucony, and OrthoFeet specialize in shoes with wide toe boxes that still offer support and style. Your toes need room to breathe and move freely. Tight shoes may seem like a small problem, but over time, they lead to much bigger issues: pain, poor posture, and limited mobility. Give your feet the space they deserve, and they'll carry you comfortably for many years to come. Dangerous choice 7, backless shoes. Maggie loved her backless mules. They were the ultimate inconvenience. Slip them on and go. Whether she was walking to the mailbox or around the house, she didn't think twice about them. But over time, she started noticing something odd. Her feet felt weaker, her steps felt less stable, and she even tripped more often. It wasn't until her doctor pointed out the issue that Maggie realized what was happening. The backless shoes were causing more harm than good. Shoes without a back, like mules, slippers, and some sandals, might feel comfortable, but they force your toes to do all the work. Without a back to hold your foot in place, your toes have to grip and scrunch with every step just to keep the shoe from slipping off. Over time, this constant gripping weakens the muscles in your feet and alters your natural gait. For seniors, this can be especially problematic. As we age, foot muscles naturally lose strength and flexibility. By forcing your toes to compensate for the lack of support, backless shoes accelerate this muscle weakness, which leads to poor balance, instability, and an increased risk of falls. Maggie found out the hard way when she tripped over a rug and twisted her ankle. That's when she realized the impact her backless shoes were having on her mobility. When she switched to shoes with a secure back and a proper fit, the difference was immediate. Her balance improved, her feet felt more stable, and she didn't have to worry about tripping on every step. The fix? Choose shoes that secure your foot in place. Look for slip-ons or sandals with straps or a firm heel counter that keep your foot secure without forcing you to grip. Brands like Crocs, Merrell, and OrthoFeet offer supportive backless options that still allow for ease of wear without the risk. Backless shoes may seem easy, but they're silently weakening your feet. Don't let convenience compromise your stability. Make the switch to shoes that support every step you take, and your feet will thank you. Dangerous choice 8. Just socks indoors. Elaine always felt cozy in her socks, especially when she was at home. Whether she was moving from room to room or just relaxing in the living room, she preferred the softness and warmth of her socks. But one afternoon, after reaching for something on a high shelf, her foot slipped on the tile floor. The next thing she knew, she was on the ground, nursing a twisted ankle. It may seem harmless, slipping on a pair of socks and walking around your own home, but it's a risk many seniors overlook. Socks might feel cozy, but they don't provide the grip or structure you need, especially on smooth floors like wood, tile, or even polished concrete. Without traction, every step becomes a potential slip, trip, or fall. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), falls in the home account for nearly half of all senior injuries, and slick floors combined with improper footwear are a major factor. Socks alone don't offer the stability your feet need, and the risk is even higher if you're in a hurry or distracted. The problem isn't just about falling. Lack of proper grip can also cause foot fatigue and strain, especially if you're walking on hard surfaces without support. And the longer you walk in socks, the weaker your balance can become, making every step more unstable. The fix? It's simple. Ditch the socks as your primary footwear indoors. Instead, opt for shoes or slippers with non-slip soles. Look for options with rubber or textured bottoms that provide grip and prevent slipping. Brands like Vionic, OrthoFeet, and ProPet offer comfortable, supportive indoor shoes that keep your feet safe while still feeling cozy. You don't have to sacrifice comfort for safety. With the right footwear, you can stay stable and secure, whether you're walking to the kitchen for a snack or reaching for something off the top shelf. Don't let a slip in your own home take away your freedom. Stay grounded, stay secure, and keep moving confidently, no matter where you are. So what can you do? Don't worry, I'm not leaving you barefoot. Here are 3 simple, senior-approved fixes to protect your feet and your freedom. Solution 1. Orthopedic shoes that actually look good. When Carol first started looking for comfortable shoes, she felt like she had 2 choices: shoes that were stylish but offered no support, or shoes that looked like something her grandmother would wear. It was frustrating. She wanted something that felt good on her feet, but didn't make her look like she was ready for a trip to the nursing home. The truth is, finding shoes that balance both style and comfort isn't easy, but it's far from impossible. Brands like Vionic, New Balance, and Brooks are changing the game by offering orthopedic shoes that actually look good and are recommended by U.S. podiatrists for seniors. These shoes do more than just look nice. They're designed with your foot health in mind. You get arch support that prevents pain and misalignment, shock absorption to protect your joints, and non-slip traction to help with stability. Whether you're running errands, taking a walk, or just going out for lunch, you'll feel confident in shoes that not only support your feet, but look great, too. Carol ended up trying a pair from Vionic, and she was shocked by the difference. The shoes had a sleek, modern look, but were packed with features that helped with her foot pain and balance. No more aching arches or slipping on smooth floors. Best of all, she didn't have to sacrifice style for comfort. You don't have to settle for old-fashioned shoes just because you're looking for support. There are plenty of options that provide everything your feet need, without compromising your personal style. Whether you're looking for sneakers, sandals, or dress shoes, choose brands that prioritize foot health while keeping you looking and feeling great. Step into comfort without giving up on style. Your feet and your confidence will thank you. Solution 2. Get professionally fitted. As we age, our feet change. It's something most of us don't think about until we start noticing discomfort or problems with our shoes. For Dave, it wasn't until he tried on a new pair of shoes that he realized how much his feet had changed over the years. They felt tight across the toes and uncomfortable, but he'd always worn a size 9, so he assumed it was just the shoes. But here's the thing, your feet aren't static. They change shape, width, and even size as you get older. Whether it's due to weight changes, arthritis, or simply the natural aging process, our feet can lose the cushion and flexibility they once had. This means that your old shoe size might not be the right fit anymore. Dave's discomfort was a wake-up call. He decided to go to a professional shoe fitter. Getting properly measured by a trained specialist gave him the clarity he needed. They measured both feet, because it's common for one foot to be slightly larger than the other, and recommended shoes that would accommodate the shape of his feet. Here's a tip: always get fitted later in the day. Your feet naturally swell a bit as the day goes on, and that's when they're at their largest. Shopping for shoes in the evening helps ensure you get an accurate fit that will feel comfortable throughout the day. Trying on shoes at this time is your best chance to avoid discomfort and pain later on. Getting professionally fitted isn't just for those with foot problems. It's for anyone who wants to wear shoes that support their feet and help them stay active. A proper fit can prevent a host of foot issues, from blisters and bunions to poor posture and balance problems. And it doesn't stop at just length. Width is just as important. After Dave got fitted and found the right size, he was amazed at how much better his shoes felt. The pressure was gone, and he was walking more comfortably, without pain or restriction. Don't wait until you're dealing with sore feet or aches. Take the time to get properly measured and wear shoes that truly fit. It's one of the easiest ways to protect your feet, your mobility, and your overall well-being. Your feet will carry you through many years ahead. Make sure they're supported every step of the way. Solution 3. Non-slip slippers for indoor safety. After Marie's fall in the kitchen, she realized how dangerous it had been to walk around her house in just socks. She'd always loved the feeling of freedom. No shoes, no fuss. But that slip sent her straight to the doctor with a sprained ankle. She felt embarrassed, but, more importantly, worried about her future mobility. That's when she decided to take a different approach to indoor safety. Going barefoot or wearing slippery socks around the house might feel comfortable, but it's risky. The smooth floors that feel so cozy underfoot can also be dangerously slippery. For seniors, the risk of slipping increases, and one fall can lead to serious injuries that might take months to heal. Fortunately, there's an easy fix: non-slip slippers. Brands like Acorn and Tempur-Pedic have designed memory foam slippers that offer not only comfort, but also real grip and ankle support. These slippers are perfect for wearing around the house, keeping you stable and protected while you go about your daily routines. The memory foam molds to your feet, giving you a customized fit that relieves pressure and reduces foot pain. The sturdy, non-slip soles provide a secure grip on tile, wood, and even carpeted surfaces, reducing the chances of a slip. Marie chose a pair of acorn slippers with memory foam and a firm, slip-resistant sole. The difference was immediate. She no longer had to worry about sliding across the floor or losing her balance while walking from room to room. Plus, the added ankle support made her feel more stable and confident while standing or moving around her home. The best part? Non-slip slippers aren't just about safety, they're about comfort, too. You get all the benefits of support and protection while still enjoying that cozy, barefoot feeling. Whether you're relaxing in your living room, preparing dinner, or walking to the bathroom, these slippers help keep you steady on your feet. Don't take chances by going barefoot at home. Choose non-slip slippers that offer both safety and comfort, and make your home a place where you can move freely and confidently. Your feet and your peace of mind will thank you. Which of these shoe mistakes have you made, and which fix will you try first? Drop a comment below. I read every one. I'd love to hear what's worked for you, or if you've learned something new today. If this video helped, hit the like button so it can reach more people who need it. And if you want more tips on aging strong and staying healthy, subscribe to Better Aging Advice. Let's keep building your better aging plan together and keep you standing tall for years to come.